Imagine if you can go back and sit down and have a conversation with yourself so you can save you time to fast track your success. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to be going over the top 10 strategies and concepts that I wish I would have learned sooner to be able to help me grow my business and get to where I am today and in the trajectory that we're still going. Number one, stop setting goals and start setting up systems. This is very important, and I run to this question many often with entrepreneurs that are just getting started and seasoned entrepreneurs. Systems build wealth. So if you want to build wealth, you need to start thinking in terms of system. I see so many entrepreneurs that they want to go ahead and, hey, I have this big goal, but what systems do you have in place? What assets are you actually creating in your business to make that goal tangible? Again, stop setting goals and start setting systems. Number two, say no more often than you say yes. I see so many people bogged down. It's like they're not only wearing many hats, but so many entrepreneurs and CEOs that they're doing everything because they can't say no. They just say yes to everyone. Then when it comes time to focus on what they're supposed to do, they don't have the time to do it. So it's very important for you as a leader, as an entrepreneur, somebody that's truly looking to grow generational wealth. You're gonna need to be okay with saying no. And it's okay. When somebody says, can I pick your brain? No, you cannot. I need you for this. Can I use you? No, you can't. I'm busy. It's okay. And sometimes I deal with this a lot. Sometimes we have great hearts to serve people, and because I work with a lot of Christian entrepreneurs, and you want to say yes for everything, but you got to also know how to say no. And this will be beneficial to you in the long run. Number three, charge premium prices on day one or from day one. Don't wait like I did. You see, when I first started, I thought I needed to create a smaller little offer to come into the marketplace. And what would happen is the momentum in my business would be really slow because I would need to make a lot of sales to make a little bit of money because I was selling like a $20 product. But I said, you know what? I have to switch this up. So it wasn't until I started to think a little bit differently and started to serve more higher level clients, like the rich audience, people that actually want to solve their problems, and they're gladly willing to exchange their money to help you solve their problem. Why? Because they want their time back. And I didn't understand that. I didn't know that then, but now I do. So what do I do now? I have premium value prices. And if you start from day one with this mindset of serving a premium value customer and creating premium value offers that are higher in level but higher in support and higher in experience, this will help you save so much time and help you fast track on your path to building generational wealth and growing your business. Number four, I hear this one a lot, and I hear the opposite of number four. And number four is publicly announce your intentions. I hear people all the time trying to quote Joseph in the Bible and say, you see, Joseph should have never told his brothers his dreams, because if he wouldn't have told his brothers his dreams, he would have been cast into the pit. And I tell people, I'm like, look guys, it is a part of the purpose. All things work together for the good to those that love God and are called according to his purpose. So sometimes people are afraid to talk about their vision. They're afraid to talk about their dreams. They're afraid to talk about what they're called to do, what they're called to bring to the marketplace. And I'm like, don't think that way. You're here today, and you and I may be gone tomorrow, but if we use our voice, we will be remembered. Your voice is so important because your voice typically comes from your vision, and your voice is called to fill voids in the marketplace. So publicly announce your intentions. We want to hear what you want to do. We want to hear your dreams. We want to hear what your vision is. Visionary. Number five, I wish somebody would have taught me this one. I had to learn by trial and error. Rejection is research. Use rejection for your benefit. What do I mean? I see so many different business owners, they're afraid to make an offer. They're afraid to persevere because they're afraid for someone to say no to them. Family, feedback is king. When someone says no to your offer, you should be asking them this question every single time. What would have made you say yes, and what would have made you say no? There's a couple other ways that you can do this too. By simply saying, hey Timothy, I understand, I respect your decision 100%. Do you mind if I ask you a question because it would allow me to serve other people at a higher level? That's how you typically frame it. And they'll say, of course. And then you ask them, hey, what would have made you say yes? Or why did you say no, right? And you collect that feedback, and now that feedback allows you to get better each time so you can show up more effective and more clear so you can grow. Number six, learn to outsource. I want you to write down these 2 Ds if you're able to, or if you're just listening, it's all good. Delegate and duplicate. Delegate and duplicate creates multiplication. When you delegate a task and you're able to duplicate that task ability in someone else, that will always create multiplication in your business, and it will create leverage. It will allow you to buy back your time. Family, we only have 24 hours in a day, and you cannot do everything. The faster that you get to the point to understand that there's other people that can do what you do better than you do it, or that can potentially even help you to do it more effectively, like when you get to that belief, you're going to grow more quicker and more faster. I can't tell you time and time again where I see entrepreneurs, visionaries, leaders that get stuck because they're like, I'm the only one that can do this. They hold on to it. I'm the only one that can do this. But meanwhile, they're holding on to something, and God is telling them, let go of it, delegate it, because I have more here to give you, but I can't fill your hands that are already full. You got to empty your hands so I can fill. So again, delegate and duplicate. And if you're having trouble with this, one of the things that you can do is sit down and you write out specifically those tasks that you need to be delegated. And you sit down and you record yourself doing them. And then you have the individual that's going to do them for you literally write out step by step what they got from you. You can do this. Don't make the mistake, again, to believe that you're the only one that can do it. Maybe you can do it better than them at the beginning. But the goal as a leader is to delegate that task and duplicate it, because it will create multiplication. Number 7, don't reinvent the system. Just remix the success. What do I mean by this? I see so many people trying to create a new solution. They're trying to create a new wheel. Guys, there's nothing new under the sun. Now, there may be a better approach. There may be a more realigned approach. There may be a better method that's uniquely positioned by your name, right? Because principles stay the same. What is a principle? A principle is the law. For example, if I was to drop this globe over here, this globe would fall on the floor, right? Because of the principle of gravity. If I did this here in the United States of America, if I did this in Germany, in the United Kingdom, if I did it in Australia, in Dominican Republic, this globe would still fall. Why? Because of the law of gravity. Principles never change, but the way that you apply those principles may differ. So you always want to remix the success. You want to remix what's working. You don't want to try to do something new. Very important. It'll save you a lot of time and will allow you to unlock momentum in your business. Number 8, celebrate the small wins. Family, I'm reminded of David and Goliath. David and Goliath, that story. Everybody just wants to talk about David and Goliath, which was a powerful story. But what about when David fought lions and he fought bears? Those were the small wins that allowed David to gain the courage, the confidence, the clarity to stand before Goliath and have the confidence that the Lord was going to give him the victory. So it's very important for you to celebrate those small wins. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be Mr. Perfectionist or Mrs. Perfectionist. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to also sit back and rest and celebrate the small wins. I remember this man of God said this to me one day. He said, Israel, you may not be perfect, but you are purposed. And when you are purposed, you should also celebrate the small wins. Number 9, take sabbatical rest. By resting, you reign. And I see a lot of people get burnt out because they don't take the time to just rest. God, He created the heaven and the earth and everything in it in 6 days, and He rested on the 7th. There's a reason why we have rest. It's not just all work. It's also resting. So taking that sabbatical, taking the Sabbath, taking the day where you rest. You should be specifically resting at least one. You should not work every day of the week like they tell you to. Take one day from the week and rest, because it's going to help you to recuperate. It's going to help you to rejuvenate. It's going to help you to also think clearly and be more creative. If you're constantly working, you're never going to have time for the new ideas to come to you. And then number 10, design the business lifestyle that you want. Don't live a life of default, but live a life of design. You can literally sit down and ask yourself, how many hours do I want to work a day? What do I want to do in my spare time? Do I want to spend time with my wife, my family? Do I want to travel? Do I want to invest in this nonprofit? Do I want to support this? Think about what you want to do and think about what matters most to you, family, because in the pursuit of impact, in the pursuit of serving others, of being able to speak, to share the things that we have inside of us, to help others, it is so also important to have fun and to design the life that you desire, because that's really what it's all about. My name is Israel David Duran. Comment below, like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video so I can bring more content like this, and I'll see you on the next video.